What's good, guys? LBF back again with another Vans review. Today we are taking a look at the Taka Hayashi AMZN TRL LX. Colorway is Suede, Nubuck, Marzipan, Pebble. Size 13, retail on these was $175. Coming in the same box that we saw with the Hayashi slip-ons. Pretty rad style box here. I have noticed that these things have been falling apart a lot easier than some of the other Taka drawer boxes, but just a little note on that. Comes with the same dust bag as well here with that river rock spiral detail. Vans Taka Hayashi hit. It's like a speckled gray bag with the blue drawstring on there. So these just dropped a couple of days ago now. This Taka Hayashi AMZN TRL being available in two different colorways. There was a Marzipan here, and then there was also a like deep teal purple kind of colorway, super retro vibes on that one. Both colorways amazing. Honestly, it was definitely a tough decision between the two, but I figured I would probably get more wear out of these than the other colorway. Now having these in hand, the next colorway, the other one is a must for sure. The AMZN TRL here is the very first actual hiking shoe that we're seeing from Taka. I know he's done a couple of boots in the past. I don't think anything that was designed with an MTE outsole, so I definitely would call this the very first Taka hiking boot. So one thing that I did know about this shoe when I originally picked it up was I thought it was going to be an MTE style boot. Obviously I wasn't paying attention to the perforations that were on the upper of this thing, but they are using this brand new style of outsole, which is called the V3 UR MTE outsole. So supposedly this is the very first shoe featuring this outsole from Vans. It is definitely intense, super rugged. It's got a nice weight to it as well. But yeah, definitely something we will probably see a lot more in the near future for Vans, and they're probably just gonna recreate this shoe in general. I wouldn't be surprised through the Vault line, but this is a shoe that was actually inspired by the Buffalo boot. I think that was where he started with the design of this shoe and then kind of worked his way into what you see here. The shoe definitely gives off vibes of some other notable sneakers like the Jordan 6 or the Air Moabs. Very similar to this with that detailing on the side here, which is supposedly inspired by the Amazon River. But yeah, definitely something a little bit different for Vans. Absolutely love how these came out though. Huge fan of these. The fit on these especially is something that I wasn't expecting as well. Like I mentioned, I thought this was gonna be an MTE style. So I was expecting the padding to kind of be something closer to maybe the Ultra Range MTEs, where it's like pretty thick in the inside there, really snug on your foot. But yeah, nothing like that at all. It's actually quite roomy, perfect for any wide feet out there. The materials on the shoe got a nice blend of some leathers and some synthetic materials as well. So we have the Nubuck kind of making up probably the majority of the shoe, Nubuck and Suede. The Nubuck is going to be right around the toe here, and it's pretty much just like Amazon River detail throughout, where you have the Suede making up the toe box and then lining the collar of the shoe here, which, by the way, the Suede quality is not the greatest, I will say. Like, compared to some other Taka shoes, it's fair. It's not awful, but it's definitely not what I would expect from a Taka shoe. You do also see some of these ripstop details here on the ollie pad and then also towards the heel to add a little bit of durability on there. This awesome river rock circle detail on the side, which is in a leather. Got the brown Vans hit, and underneath it we have the Taka, the TH with the feather emblem. These do sit on top of a foam style midsole here. So you see that speckled, darker, almost like an olive green midsole here. So this is definitely where you're gonna be feeling your comfort. The insoles are really not much They're fairly thin Ultra Cush insoles. You can see there's like barely anything here. So all that comfort is definitely coming from that foam sole. The insoles here, I think that's a pigskin leather with the little Taka Hit Ultra Cush. They do have this little like plastic type piece that wraps around the heel as well. Not really sure what the purpose of it is or if it's just for looks, but adds a little bit of color to the shoe. You do have a very subtle off the wall heel tab on the back there in that vault styling. I do love that it kind of blends into that and they didn't make it like red or something stupid that would stand out. Little circle detail on the back here. We have this little lash tab on the side here. This is actually so you can like put stuff in or hang stuff off of the shoe, I suppose. I mean, this is like what we typically see on a backpack. I know Herschel's been pretty big about bringing this thing back, JanSport as well, but you got that little detail on the inside here in a nice leather. It's like a premium leather, I think. It's pretty solid looking. As far as the lacing goes on these, you can see that the eyelets kind of like don't directly line up. They kind of come in a little bit more so as you move up to the top of the shoe. And then of course we have the hook style eyelets on the very top, these three, which are super helpful in getting these things on and off because you can get them off with ease. On the tongue of the shoe, we do have some more of that ripstop detail and a lot of mesh actually. Pretty much the whole bottom portion of the shoe is gonna be meshed. Towards the top, you got a little bit of neoprene in here too. The laces are interesting. They're kind of like a flatworm looking lace. Not a lace that you commonly see with vaults. And the extra laces that come with these are going to be like these like hiker style laces. I might actually end up putting these in, so those are pretty rad. On the interior of the shoe, we do see like a cotton lining pretty much the entire inside here, and you got this huge detail under the tongue. Can't miss this. Van Doren Rubber Co. Autumn Winter 21 TH Amazon Trail. These things are definitely rugged though. Like the sole on this thing is gonna last. Like this thing it's pretty substantial. Such a beautiful looking shoe though. These things are definitely amazing on feet. I haven't really seen many shops with this colorway yet. I think I've only seen like maybe 2 shops pick this one up. It seems like a lot of other ones have been getting in the like teal purple colorway. But yeah, I mean, if you guys find these, definitely grab them before they're gone. I mean, retail is fairly reasonable, I'd say, for what you get with these. A little bummed that it's not an MTE style. Like I said, with the water resistant uppers and all that, I think that really would have been the cherry on top. But I guess you can't have everything water resistant. Hopefully Taka does bring these back for another round and goes into the details with making these things like Gore-Tex or something like that. I think these would be solid. But anyways, amazing shoe. Hope you guys enjoy the review, and as always, be sure to stay tuned for the on feed.